Well, welcome back to day 9. We're going to talk about dream building. We're going to talk about really getting into the details of what it is that you want and motivates you in life. If you remember yesterday, we talked about following what everybody got on your list and being excited and appreciating how they're willing to try things or even look or even just give you the time. Just be appreciative of those people. Give respect and you'll get respect. Remember, that's what we talked about. All right. Don't barrage people with things. Don't berate people. Don't harass people. Don't chase people. Be gracious. Accept the answers that they give. Understand that a no today doesn't mean no forever. It's just a matter of their timing in their life, and just keep that door open for how things are going. Because they're going to ask you too, by the way. They're going to ask you, hey, how things going? It's going great. Wouldn't believe it. It's awesome. I'm really excited about it. Okay. If you're ever interested in looking again, just let me know. Okay. Cause it's going wonderful. And then just smile. So did you do that? If you did that, then great. We're ready to go on. If you didn't, like always, I'm going to tell you to stop the training and take your time to go back through and do that. Make sure you're following up. Do as much as you can, because chances are at this point you couldn't get with everybody yet. You still got some stragglers, and that would be normal. Okay, so for today, we're going to talk about, we always got to review our objectives, right? Day-by-day instruction, one step at a time, so that you create a habit. And again, we got to talk about our daily dozen, taking your core care and your SRQ and your Nuku-Hiva every day. This is really important. Sometimes we kind of skip over it fast, but it's really important that you take your products in front of people, right? I mean, put them in a little baggie or something and take them out your lunchtime where you work and dump them out on the table, okay, right in front of people. Grab your little Nuku-Hiva in your bottle, and maybe you got the whole bottle in your bag, and you pull it up and boom, stick it on the counter, and they all got to look at it and go, what is that? Oh, that's my Nuku-Hiva. Pretty soon they're going to go, oh, there's Brad. He's taking his Nuku-Hiva. Yep, it's awesome. Yum, this is great. Okay. I'm telling you, it works. People will always remember you as being that product and that brand. All right. It's kind of part of personally branding yourself. Read 15 minutes in a positive thinking book or a blog or some literature of poetry or the Bible or whatever it is, but put something in your mind that's good and healthy. Remember, you got to listen to something 10 times to comprehend the same thing that you read once. So it's an efficient way to get information and to feed your mind with what you need. Listen 30 minutes a day to positive thinking things that encourage you, things that inspire you, things that tell you can do it. Attend all company and team events. If there's something going on tonight, make sure you're going to it. If it's on today, make sure you're here. I'm preaching to the choir with all the people that are online, all over the world, online with me during these live trainings. But chances are you're watching this as a recording. But if there's an event you want to find out, maybe call somebody right now when we're done. Wait till we're done. Call them and say, hey, when's the next thing coming up? I want to make sure I'm on it. Okay. Meet one new person physically every day. Stick your hand out and say, hi, my name is. That's really important. Okay. Find 5 people on social media. Make new friends. Go look at your friends. Find people that do the same things you do. Okay. Maybe they like, football, soccer. Maybe they like, I don't know what it is, basket weaving, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, find people that like doing things that you like to do, because that makes it easy for you to converse with them. Comment on 2 posts on social media. Say something nice. Okay. Just make a comment. I like your dress. Something easy. Text or message 5 friends to congratulate or encourage. Hey, really excited about your new job. Hey, looks like you joined a new company. Even if people are in different companies than what we're doing, you know what? 5 years from now, they might call you on the phone and say, you're still involved with Sanoa? Absolutely, man. It's awesome. I'm Zen 12 now. I'm rocking. This thing is happening. And they say, yeah, we noticed you're taking trips around the world, and we're just interested because we're not with our old company anymore, and we're looking to do something, blah, blah, blah. Keep those doors open. Keep those friendships from companies in the past and companies in the future. Be encouraging. If somebody calls you up to offer you an opportunity in one of their new companies, be encouraging. Say, no, hey, I really appreciate you thinking of me. Isn't this what you'd want them to say? I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm really happy where I'm at. I'm excited about my products. I'm excited about the company I'm with. I'm excited about my team. Man, we're rocking it. But man, I'm really excited for you because you found something that works for you, and I'm excited for that. And I want to encourage you. You encourage me, but I'm going to encourage you. Go for it. Give it everything you got, all right? Because they'll remember that. because there's a tendency to kind of be a little snickety about it. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know. I knew somebody that did. Yeah, they were trying to get me in that too. But they got a binary, or they got a this, or they got a that, or this product. Forget it. Don't do that. Be encouraging. Say, man, I heard those products are phenomenal. Woo, man, you must be excited. Go for it. All right. See, that's important. All right, because you're creating a reputation. Present Zenoa to a prospect, product or business opportunity every single day. Write down the most important task you need to do today. Make sure you do the important things. Spend 10 dedicated minutes with each of your family members to let them know how much you care about them, how much you love them, how important they are. Because what is all of this if not for them, right? You're not going to lay on your deathbed and say, boy, I wish I'd spent an hour more doing the Zenoa business. No, you're going to say, I wish I would have had an hour more with my aunt or my uncle or my son or my daughter or my sister, my brother, whatever person that matters to you. Express gratitude for your blessings, okay? Because you might not have them. And when you lose them, you'll wish you were more appreciative when you did have them, right? So express gratitude for your blessings. Now with the lesson, I want you to visit your dream or your Zenoa today, all right? And so it's really easy. Stop by a car dealership and sit in a new car. That's something that motivates you. Maybe it doesn't, but get the brochures. You'd be surprised that would motivate you. You think, well, I'm not a car person. Go try it, right? Go sit in a new car. It's kind of fun when you sit there and you play with all the buttons and you kind of look at it and you smell the new car smell, right? And you'll notice a difference when you get back in your car. You get in the new car and you go, new car smell. You get in your old car, you go, French fries, right? Because you got that old thing of probably you don't. Probably you don't have those French fries underneath the front seat that are just sitting there. You're probably not like that. Okay, just kidding. Go to an RV or a boat dealership if that's something that turns you on. Maybe it doesn't, but go find out. Maybe it will turn you on if you got around it. Go to a marina and look at the boats. Go to an RV park and look at the RVs. It's amazing. You'd be amazed. You can actually go look at RVs. I had a friend of mine he rents out RVs. Okay, luxury RVs. He's got 70 of them out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they rent them out. And they're amazing. He had one come by. I was in Las Vegas. He had one come by to a group that we had together, and they were interested in these, and we were doing a little dream building. And he brought one by. It was $2.5 million Prevost coach. We had slide outs, had 50-inch big screen TVs. This thing was unbelievable. Grills that come out of the side. There are some of these things. I had a friend one time that he had one of these. He got rid of it. So I think he doesn't have it anymore, but he had one that it had a slide out, and in the slide out was a Mercedes 500 SL convertible. Okay. And the slide out underneath, right? And you wouldn't even know it was there. Had another friend that had a matching trailer that had a Rolls Royce in it. All right. You're thinking, who are these friends? They're network marketers, believe it or not. All right. You know, the number one purchasers of $1 million Prevost motor coaches are network marketers. Okay. It's network marketers and IndyCar drivers. Those are the people that buy these things. So anyway, you may not want anything that extravagant. I had a friend one time, they had a jet airplane, and somebody came up to him. Actually, he was a Christian missionary and plays a trumpet. You probably know who I'm talking about. But anyway, this guy, somebody came up to him and said, well, you know how many people your jet, just the fuel in your jet could feed, and that's just terrible. You shouldn't have a multi-million-dollar jet like that. And he said, madam, let me just ask you a question. Do you have a car? And she said, yeah, I have a car. He said, well, why don't you sell your car and feed the starving people? She said, well, I need it to get around. He said, well, I need the jet also to get around. Remember, he's a missionary. He says, I need the jet to get around also, because the only difference between you and me is the size of our world. Wow, what a mind blower. How big is your dream? Right? Maybe what you have will inspire you. I had a 500 SL Mercedes at one time that I used to give people on the weekends. That was the reason I had it, right? $100,000 car. Yep. You do your 100 PV, you do 300 PV, you do whatever. We ran contests and I'd say, here's the keys. It's yours for the weekend. You think that motivated people? All right. And yet there are people that got a 69 Volkswagen. They park it in the last spot, and a Kitty Wampus the last spot at the mall because they're afraid somebody's going to ding it. Because they're materialists, right? Buy nice stuff, get nice stuff, and let your friends use it and lend it out. Let your parents have it. Buy your parents a house, right? I don't know what your dream is, but man, you got to start thinking bigger and stop thinking that the world is a pie. You know, often people think the world is a pie. If they cut their piece big, there'll be less for other people. And the truth is, if you cut a big piece of the pie, there'll be more pie for everybody that's involved. That's how it works, right? You build a big house, somebody's got to build it. All those builders get paid. Then they go pay their mortgage, and that goes into the bank. It drives interest rates down. People can borrow money, start businesses, hire people who get jobs, who get income, who go buy cars, who fund factory workers, who build cars, and they get jobs. It's called a multiplier effect. In the free enterprise system, when you spend $1, it creates 2. If the public spends $1, if the government spends $1, it only creates 1. Doesn't multiply as fast. All right. And so do the world a favor and get rich and go spend all your money and create jobs for other people, or just give it away and let other people spend it. Because you know what? They need homes and boats and cars and bread for their table and all that stuff. I don't want to get into that. That'll be a soapbox. But in any case, stop by a home builder's sales office and go tour a new home. Okay. Go through an open house in your neighborhood that you want to live in. Go look at stuff, right? Because you're thinking, I don't think I could ever have that. Well, it starts with wanting to believe, and then you might believe. And then, you know, one day you wake up and go, you know, I can't even believe this. You know, what a lifestyle that we've got. Go out, go look at high-end clothing stores if that turns you on. Try on new suits or new dresses, or maybe shoes. I don't know if shoes turn you on. Okay, go visit a college admissions office at a university and find out how much it costs to educate your kids and what is actually is involved. You know, it doesn't have to be for you. It could be to give away. Go to your church, your temple, your synagogue. Ask about their missions or their charities and how you can be involved and what you can do. Maybe you can volunteer at a hospital. Go find out about it. But you know what? Even if you're going to volunteer at a hospital, you know, that's your time. That's where you got to get out of your job. The thing that's killing your life is that you're doing something you don't want to do for somebody you don't like, and you're going to do it your whole life. Get your freedom, right? Get a bigger dream. That's what this business is about. Maybe you love doing what you're doing. Fantastic. Do it in a way that makes you happy, right? Because a lot of times we do things that what we do for a living, we don't like doing all of it, but we like a lot of it. What if you could do it the way you want because you don't need the paycheck? What if you went to your boss and said, listen, I don't want to do this, this, and this, but these other things I love doing, and I'll even do them for free because I don't need your money. You just keep it, put it back in the coffers, pay somebody else, hire somebody else. But I love doing it. I'm going to come every day to do these things, but don't ask me to do these things because I don't want to do those. You're living by the world's rules that say you got to do it the way they do it. You don't. If you have money and time, that's what this is about. Go to a travel agency if you can find one and look at the cruises and the exotic trips and get the brochures. By the way, these are brochures you can cut out and stick around your house, and these are the things you should be looking at. You got big dreams, go look at airports. Go look at jets and things like that. All right. If you're practical, you may be the high C personality, get with a financial planner. Determine how much cash you need to do and what savings accounts and how to set up spreadsheets and do all that. The point of today is to crystallize your Zenoa. You got to know exactly what you want. You got to visualize it. You got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to smell it. You got to taste it. Is because when you do that, everything else will automatically just come to you. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie or the book or read the book, The Secret, but if you don't, go on Netflix. I think it's, or on Prime, Amazon Prime, it's free, and watch it. Watch it about 25 times, all right? It'll start to sink into you the laws that make the world and this universe work, okay? Excuse me, all right? We don't have to talk about reviewing your Zenoa today because we've already done that, right? So today's assignment is to do all those things, but then also keep calling the people that you sent videos to, all right? Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow through, follow up, follow up, follow through. Keep talking to them, okay? Don't assume that if they're not interested, or if they're interested, they'll call you. They won't, okay? Because they're thinking if this is so great and you're so excited about it and you want to be in business with them, you'd call them and you tell them personally how enthused you are. You know, that share app could get in your way a little bit if you treat it like it's just this blanket thing, all right? If you treat it like they think you just sent it to everybody you know and you're not following through, you know, like if you send it to somebody and you don't follow up with them right away, that would tell them that you sent it to 1,000 people and they're just one. And they got to feel special or they're not going to respond, right? If you have to, send them out one at a time, one and then follow up, and then one and then follow up. and so that you treat them special. All right. So if that makes sense, call them now. Right? Call them right now and say, hey, listen, I was just thinking about you. I sent you something. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't follow up on it right away. I'm really excited about it. I really want you to see it. I want to be in business with you. Okay. And that's really important. I heard Lou Holtz one time. He's a famous football coach. Was a coach, won the national championship at the University of Notre Dame. I think 2 years. He's been a coach everywhere. You can see him on TV. Talks with a little bit of a stutter. He's an amazing motivational speaker. He said, and they asked him one time, Coach, what's the key to recruiting? You know what he told him? He said, you got to go and get with these 16, 17, 18-year-old boys and tell them that you want them. Tell them that you want them, that you want them to come. And so many universities, their mode is it'd be a privilege for you to come and be coached by me and be part of my program and part of this university. It'd be your honor. And that doesn't work. It's your honor to have them come and for you to be able to coach them. It's your honor that they would come and get in part of your Zenoa group and be part of your Zenoa team. It's your honor, and you want them to come and get with you. Now, you don't need them, but you want them. There's a big, big difference, okay? So that's your assignment for today. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for participating. We're on day 9. Can't wait to get to through all these so that you can really make this thing work, okay? Talk to you soon.